I never believed that a simple bike ride could change my life forever, until I saw her. Every evening after work, I rode my bicycle along the quiet bike path near the river. It was my favorite place to relax. The sound of birds, the cool wind, and the golden sunset always made me feel peaceful. One day, as I was riding slowly, I noticed a girl ahead of me. She was wearing a bright yellow jacket, and riding her bike confidently. Her long hair moved with the wind, and she laughed as if she had no worries in the world. I tried not to stare, but something about her caught my attention. Maybe it was her smile. Maybe it was the way she seemed so free. Suddenly, she slowed down and looked back. Our eyes met for a brief second. I quickly looked away, feeling embarrassed. My heart was beating faster than usual. The next day, I saw her again, at the same place and at the same time. Was it a coincidence? Or was it fate? This time, she smiled at me. "Hi," she said softly as we stopped near the river bench. "Hi," I replied nervously. Her name was Emma. She told me she had recently moved to the city, and loved riding her bike in the evenings. We talked for only a few minutes, but it felt special. As I rode home that night, I couldn't stop thinking about her. The days passed, and our short conversations turned into longer rides together. Emma and I began meeting almost every evening on the bike path. We talked about simple things, our favorite movies, our dreams, and even our childhood memories. She loved photography and often stopped to take pictures of the sunset. I loved listening to her stories. One evening, she told me something surprising. "I was scared to move here," she admitted. "I didn't know anyone." I smiled. "Now you do." She laughed softly. "Yes, now I do." Our friendship grew naturally. We didn't rush anything. We just enjoyed each other's company. Sometimes we raced each other on our bikes. Sometimes we just sat by the river and watched the sky change colors. But deep inside, I knew my feelings were changing. I wasn't just excited to see a friend anymore. I was excited to see her. One night, as we were about to leave, she looked at me seriously. "I'm glad I met you," she said. Those simple words meant more than she could imagine. I rode home with a big smile on my face. I realized something important. She wasn't just a girl on the bike path anymore. She was becoming someone special in my heart. Everything felt perfect, until one evening when Emma looked different. She seemed quiet and thoughtful. "Is everything okay?" I asked. She took a deep breath. "I might have to leave." My heart dropped. "Leave? Why?" "My job application in another city was accepted," she explained. "It's a great opportunity." I tried to smile, but it was difficult. I wanted her to follow her dreams. But I also didn't want her to go. We spent that evening riding slowly, not saying much. The sunset didn't feel as beautiful as before. At the bench near the river, she looked at me with gentle eyes. "I didn't expect to meet someone like you," she said. "Me neither," I replied honestly. For the first time, I realized how much she truly meant to me. I was afraid of losing her. Before leaving, she said, "I'll tell you my final decision tomorrow." That night, I couldn't sleep. Was this where our story would end? The next evening felt longer than ever. I reached the bike path early and waited. When Emma finally arrived, she was smiling. "I made my decision," she said. I held my breath. "I'm going," she continued. My heart sank for a second. But not alone. I looked at her, confused. "I realized something," she said softly. "I don't want to lose what we have." I don't want distance to steal this from us. She moved closer. Would you consider coming with me? Or at least trying a long-distance relationship? I was shocked, but also relieved. I don't want to lose you either, I said honestly. We both knew it wouldn't be easy. But we were willing to try. As we rode our bikes one last time on that familiar path, I understood something important. Sometimes love comes quietly, on a simple bike ride. Would you take a risk for love like this? If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe for more simple English stories to improve your English every day.